I'm Arne SLOT acts. And what I mean by that is coming up. I'm Tyler here for TK24 Sports. And if you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss a show every time we upload. And this could be the one that makes you change your mind on how you do transfers. Okay, so Arne SLOT is struggling in the transfer market, and so is Liverpool Football Club. And as we know, the FSG group is not the most prudent, the most clever, the most free will spending football club owners out there. Let me just adjust for this part. So Arne Slot has come in, of course, as we know, taken over from Liverpool, from Jurgen Klopp. Sorry about that. And it's been a struggle so far with transfers coming in, and this has been a problem not just under Arne Slot, but also under Jurgen Klopp. So FSG are very tight. They go under their baseball metrics, which is what can they get for less money but a higher return. And this all stands for Moneyball. If you haven't seen the show, go and watch it. It explains exactly who John W. Henry is. Now, of course, he has got his transfer gurus in here to try and perform some magic like they did before with the likes of a Mo Salah, a Virgil van Dijk, a Sadio Mane. But I'm going to say this to you. If I said Adam Wharton, Jude Bellingham, Victor Gyökeres, would you turn these players down? And you must be sitting here going, Ty, shut up. Of course we wouldn't turn them down. Would you have turned them down if they came from Blackburn, Birmingham, and Coventry at the time? Would you have looked at them and said, an £18 million signing, another 18, another 21, £24 million signing? That is just not the Liverpool way. We need superstars. But these guys are now all international players. One is a superstar, one is on the verge of being a superstar goal scoring machine, and one is on the verge of being England's next midfielder. And these players would have helped you be better than where you are now. And I think this is why Arne Slot has to go back to the drawing board with the FSG group, with the sporting directors of Liverpool, and start saying, this is now how we need to shop. And I am not dissing Liverpool right now when I say this, because I said it on my last show. If you missed it, make sure you go to the end of the show, you watch it, because then you can click onto that show that has just dropped. Now, what I mean is this. Shopping in the Championship is the best place to get your bargains, because once they go from the Championship and they go to a bigger club, when you want to play, when you play them, when you want to buy them, you are paying a pretty penny. At that time, they made a name for themselves. They're in the Championships, they're blowing it up, and a lot of people look at the English Championship as not the best product. They go, well, it's not the Premier League, so they haven't proven themselves. Believe me, they have more than proven themselves. And when you're paying a top dollar over 18 to 20 to 25 million from a Championship player, you are paying great value. And what you get out of it is a Jude Bellingham, is an Adam Wharton, is a Victor Gyökeres. Because now Victor Gyökeres, if you wanted to buy him, it's going to cost you best part of 100 million euros. You want to buy Jude Bellingham? Good luck if you can get him less than 150 to 140 million euros. I don't went down a bit there by 10 million. And then if you want an Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace, they're now saying 100 million pounds, and they only bought him for 18 million pounds in January last year. So imagine that. These players are out there. My club, Arsenal, need to be shopping smart. And I'm telling you, FSG, Liverpool, Slot need to go back to the drawing board and start saying, okay, we can make transfers. And if you don't want to sign another 50, 60, 70 million like you did for a Darwin Núñez, a Szoboszlai, a Virgil van Dijk, then it's okay. But let's get the next best talent in, because as you know, at the end of next year, the rumours are that Salah's going to go. Virgil van Dijk could be out the door as well, unless they persuade him somehow to have another year to 2 year contract extension. And the big one is going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I've already done about 3 videos on this one. Do we keep him? Do you sell him? Or is he just going to be playing in a new role? I don't think he's going to be having a new role. I just think he's going to walk away. At the end of all of this, if there's no project presented to Trent, he's going to walk away. And this is why I'm saying Arne Slot and FSG need to really truly think about this, along with the sporting directors, the transfer gurus as they call him, just because of past. They need to start looking in the Championship and start thinking, okay, who's the next best up and coming talent? What can we get for cheaper and start building for the future? Because next season is going to be the most pivotal one. It's not this season, not so whatsoever. And again, you're saying to me, Ty, shut up. It's about now. It's all about now. It's not about now. It's about next season. Get this team at least another Champions League qualification and go for next year. Salah goes, fine. Virgil van Dijk goes, okay, big loss, fine. So is Salah, don't get me wrong. If Trent goes, fine, we will get another Trent, we'll get another Salah, and we'll get another Van Dijk. Why? Because you always do. You always find talent elsewhere. And I'm telling you, the Championship or lower leagues in the French league, the German league, the Spanish league, the Dutch league, there are so much talented footballers out there that we just only want, as fans, we only want the branded name players, and for our club to burst the bank and start saying, where's the money, go and do it. Whereas if you box smart, you box clever, you can pick up, like I said again, an Adam Wharton, a Jude Bellingham, and a Victor Gyökeres for next to nothing. And in a year and 2 years later, they end up being star players for you. Because then when you have to go to a Palace to try and buy him, when Jude was at Birmingham and he went to Dortmund and he could have went to Manchester United, and then Manchester United was smarter to offer him more minutes, he would be a Manchester United player. And if he did send him to Real Madrid in the end, so be it. You look at here's another one. Erling Haaland, as you know, when Solskjaer was manager of abroad before he came to Manchester United, he gave Manchester United the chance to say, get this guy, he is the next big thing. They didn't want to listen. He then goes to Dortmund, goes back on loan, goes back to Dortmund. Next minute, he's at Manchester City, ripping it up and breaking records. That's the difference. Sometimes the clubs, are they worried about what the fans are going to think? Or are they just worried of thinking, we can't get this transfer wrong? He may not be the one. But I'm telling you right now, guys, I keep on saying this. These players are out there and you can get them for next to nothing. You can pick up the next big stars that's about to break through before they make a bigger break later on, when you have to go to Real Madrid, when you're going to have to try and go to a Bayern Munich or a Barcelona, a Manchester City, and Arsenal, maybe, and then try and pick up their best players, but then you've got to pay a pretty price. Think of all the players that go to a Benfica, a Sporting Lisbon over there in Portugal. When those players go there, unknown, all of a sudden they're ripping that league up, and then you got to pay 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 million pounds for a player you could have picked up for, like a Julian Alvarez. City came in at 14, 18 million, gets sold to Atletico Madrid for 95 million. I keep on stressing this. Arne SLOT, go rip up the model, go to your sporting directors, go to FSG group and say, I have a plan. I want to exploit the Dutch league, just like Arsene Wenger exploited the French league, and bring in the next crop of superstars that's going to help Liverpool. It's going to cost money, but it's not as much as you think. And we can get a right back, a right midfielder, a right winger, shall I say, and a centre back that can do the job, not just in a year, but maybe in a year and a half now. And it would have only cost us 50 million for free players. That's now going to be worth 150 million, 200 million combined. That's my thoughts, guys. Bit of a rant there, I know. But if you're new to the show, again, like, subscribe, turn that notification on. And if you've got thoughts, please leave your comments below. Am I crazy in what I'm saying about looking to the championship or looking to the lower leagues to find those next superstars and get them in now before your Palace, your Brightons and so forth? Go and get them. And then when you want them, you've got to pay 4, 5 times more than what they were before. So again, new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on. And if you want to watch another show, it's coming up right here. Click it. Click the subscribe button. Do your bit. Share to your heart's content and like this show. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports.